When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's Daniolo.
Fuck me.
How are you doing, Daniel?
I'm all the better for hearing that. Fucking hell, Jake.
Do you like that intro?
It's a hell of a thing, yeah, well done.
That's Daniolo.
I feel serenaded, ready for today.
You look a bit thirsty today.
Parched.
Parched?
Fucking parched.
I've got an idea then. Why don't we cycle and have some pints?
Fantastic.
Should we do that?
Yeah, cycling and drinking. Two famously really good combinations.
Pub crawl by bike. Let's do it.
Boom.
So today, pub crawl by bike. A little competition in a way, isn't it? A little fun and game.
Yeah, we've got a couple of rules, don't we?
A couple of rules. Me and Dan are going to pick 2 pubs each.
This is getting slippery, Jake.
Well, that's what you get for having your gravel bike stolen. Me and Dan are going to pick 2 pubs each and argue about which is the best.
When we're at the pubs, we get to choose each other's rounds and we have to buy it.
Yes. I think the context here is useful. Dan is a craft beer knob and I like cheap lager, so should be plenty of arguments. We are going to have half pints or small portions so that we're not absolutely hammered on the bike because we're sensible cyclists.
Exactly. Well, the craft beer does tend to be, what, 10 to 12%, so, you know.
And it's, what, is it 12:05 in the afternoon?
It's that, yeah.
Good stuff. All right, well, pub crawl by bike. A little bit concerned how smug you look right now.
So here we are.
I feel like you stitched me right up, whatever this is.
This is Hot Birds and Black. It's not a pub. It's a bar.
For fuck's sake. You've fundamentally misunderstood what a pub crawl is.
Yeah, I've done that intentionally.
You might as well take me to Tesco.
Yeah, this is good. They're owned by like a couple of New Zealanders, very like supporting of the local community. They got one in Deptford. And yeah, I can get beer miles here, so you know, you like Nectar Points, Jake. It's like Nectar Points for beer. It's a really good shop, I promise you. You'll like it. You're gonna like the 12% beer that I pick out for you, Jake. So how are we doing this? You're buying the beer, I'm picking it, or you're buying the beer and you're buying it?
You're picking it and I'm paying for it and drinking it.
Fantastic. Do you want to go, Jakey boy?
Have you ever worked in a bar?
Today's gonna be a good day, I reckon.
Don't drop it.
I won't.
Oh, it smells fruity.
Yeah. You had this before, Jake? It's quite a common beer, I'd say.
No. Oh, you shouldn't be drinking this, mate. Not suitable for baldies.
Zoom in on that head there. Maybe you could introduce the listeners as to what kind of beer you like, Jake, before you pass comment.
The listeners, it's not a radio show.
This is my podcast.
Something preferably with as little taste as possible. As close to water as I can get,
This
but
is
that
not the
gets
beer
you drunk.
for you.
So the concept of this video really is you and me to argue, isn't it? You're going to pick pubs that will wind me up, hence picking a shop to start. The annoying thing is, quite like it.
Also right up your
I quite like it. I don't like the beer, but it's clearly a nice shop. They're clearly nice people. I'm not gonna slate it. I don't know who wins this really. I think who wins is well, we're gonna argue, aren't we? Which is the best pub? That's it. We're gonna argue which is the best pub. I've picked what I think are safely the 2 best pubs in South East London. So even my second choice is gonna be better than either of your choices, frankly. We've had 1 can of 4.6% beer, and we've managed to lose each other. Hopefully he knows where he's going. Downside of the Blythe Hill Tavern is it's on a bloody hill. The upside of the Blythe Hill Tavern is it's on a hill.
You alright?
Yeah?
Where did you go?
Well, where did you go more like?
At least we both felt like we were going in the right direction. Welcome to the Pride of Catford.
I've done 2 things here. 1, I forgot we were meant to have the same drink. 2,
Simple rules.
I forgot we were meant to have halves. I got a pint of nice cheap lager, Carling,
Yeah, lovely.
because they don't have Stella on tap, which is actually a bit of a downside to this pub. and I got you. We're in an Irish pub.
The only appropriate drink in an Irish pub.
Pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
So I'm actually treating you here. You're stitching me up by taking me to a shop, and I've taken you to the best pub in Catford, in South East London, in South London, in London, and the world.
So where are we, Jake?
We're in the Blythe Tavern, which is in Catford. It's kind of like a traditional Irish pub. It's not the closest to my house by any stretch of the imagination, but it's worth the 20-minute bus journey. Yeah. It's the greatest pub. Like you say, the bar staff all wear shirts and ties. They're super friendly, super polite. They brought your Guinness out then for you because they want the Guinness to settle properly. There's no music, there's no hot food. There's football, there's Irish football. Gaelic football. And if you come on a certain night of the week, you get treated to an Irish band, like just practicing their music, and it is unbelievable stuff. I feel like because it's such a good pub, we shouldn't film too much in here. So we've positioned ourselves in the very back of the garden as much as we can. It's such a good pub that I don't want to ruin it by filming in the middle of the bar.
Now, watch me drink between the Guinness and the logo. Watch and learn. Have I done? Badly. Oh. See you later, guys. Cheers.
Might as well stop the video now. I've won. This is the best pub.
I can't follow this. Welcome to the Chandos, Jakey boy. Doing a good job of this. Unfiltered lager.
Please?
So there's less energy and life and atmosphere here versus the last, I'll accept that. But as a local boozer, it does good pizzas, shows the football, good selection of beers. I don't think there's an awful lot more you'd need from a local pub.
Can I point out to you, by the way, you've taken me to a pub that you don't have to pronounce the name of. It's not
The Chandos.
like Nando's, it's Chandos.
Who's defining that? It's the Chandos.
I'm going to settle this. Can you settle an argument as to the pronunciation of this pub?
This is the Chandos.
Don't do that. Chandos.
Who's ever said Chandos? How would you rate that unfiltered lager?
What do you mean unfiltered?
So like carb is filtered.
Right.
So like all of the
bad stuff's taken out, and you paid £3 more for this because they left all the shit in there, is it?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You are a marketer's dream, aren't you? Cheers. Here we go. So just to recap, we're 3 pubs in. You've taken me to a bottle shop.
A good one.
And then you've taken me to a pub that you can't even pronounce the name of. And I've taken you to the best pub in London. So it's not looking good for you, is it, for this video? How do you pronounce the name of this pub?
The Chandos. I tried to film the exchange where I was quite humbly corrected.
You thought it was Chandos like Nando's, and it's Chandos like Nandos. Obvious, isn't it? I would like to be fair and say that I quite like that.
This is a pub that I come to all the time. It's got a good selection of beers, got good pizza, they play football, and the locals are nice. Bar staff are good.
The thing is, this video, my idea for this video was, let's get really angry at each other and row.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we've just had a nice day, haven't we? Remember how I said this is the second best pub in South East London?
Yeah.
Can't remember where it is. Update.
Jake's lost.
I know where I am, I just don't know where the pub is. Could you please get to Google Maps and type in second best pub in South East London?
Okay.
Or perhaps just type Dog and Bell.
Hey Siri, can you take us to the Dog and Bell? Please.
Please, Siri.
Oh, fucking hell, Jake, we're miles away, you absolute knob. It's in Deptford, it's basically in Deptford.
I told you I knew where we were going. I found it. It's your faces.
I've always wanted to be on TikTok.
This is Dan.
Dance.
Max. Owen. Don't want to speak too soon, mate, but pretty sure I've pulled it out of the bag again. Look at it.
It's in Deptford though, isn't it? It's not near Greenwich. It says Deptford on it, actually. That's interesting.
Can you just admit that I've pulled it out of the bag again?
Yeah, you've picked two far superior pubs. Because one of my pubs was a shop.
I don't like this. You've not bought me that.
Prank, I guess. I was going to guess a couple of glasses of red wine, but I thought better of it.
Unless the pint is convex.
The Thornbridge one. You know Thornbridge?
Yeah, I know of Thornbridge. Yeah.
Gently dunked it onto the
It was like, oh, this open.
That's the fourth and final pub. It's the Dog and Bell in Deptford.
That is the second best pub we've been to today.
Yes, it's pretty close to Blythewood's Tavern in my opinion.
We had a good time there.
I think to conclude the video, what I would say is I've got fantastic taste and you don't.
You like one type of pub, and it's
The best.
this type of pub and that type of pub, but they're essentially the same pub. What I like is just like utilitarian drinking and football.
Ah, that's nonsense.
What I'm trying to do is like skirt around the fact that today what I've done is picked a shop and a shit pub, and what you've done today is picked two great pubs with a lot of atmosphere and character.
So, pub crawl by bike, the winner
and
by unanimous verdict is
Daniel Navarro.
lift my arm.
Jake May.
Jake fucking May.
Well done, pal.
It could be quite a chaotic video, couldn't it?
I think there'll be something in it.
Cheers for watching. Any advice for the viewers?
Like and subscribe.
If you've got any value from this video, perhaps consider clicking the like button.
Are there any pubs in your area that you think we should visit?
Oh, that's true. You're meant to ask about engagement, aren't you?
Exactly. Comments mean, good stuff.
Have we missed any of the greatest South East London pubs? I think pubs that are worthy of mention that didn't get featured are the Ivy House in Peckham, the Angel in Rotherhithe. Those would be my two that didn't get visited but worth mention. Any for you? Final thoughts?
Just every Wetherspoons in all of London, really. Because the elephant in the room here is that we didn't go to Wetherspoons, and they're the best pub ever, aren't they, really, Steve? So yeah, see you later.
Cheers.
So here we are, the Dog and So here we are, the Dog and Bell.
Man. Honestly, I didn't mean any of that. Whoa, yes, man. This guy cycled so fucking fast. That's so fucked.